show that carbon dioxide is given out during respiration. The aim of this experiment is to show that carbon dioxide is given out during respiration. The materials and apparatus required to perform this experiment are a conical flask, small test tube, a glass tube bent at right angles, one-hole rubber cork, glass bowls, potassium hydroxide pellets, green gram seeds, thread, colored water, and cotton wool. Before we start the experiment, let us revise some theory related to it. Respiration is a catabolic process which involves oxidation of glucose molecule into carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy. Come, let us now begin with the experiment. First, we shall soak some gram seeds overnight in water and germinate them by placing the seeds in a moist cotton wool for 1 to 2 days. After the seeds are germinated, place them in a conical flask so that the process of respiration continues for a longer time. Take a few potassium hydroxide pellets in a small test tube and suspend this test tube in the conical flask with the help of a thread. Fit the rubber cork with bent glass tube to the conical flask and make the connection airtight. Now, take some colored water in a beaker and dip the free end of the bent glass tube in this beaker. Mark the initial level of water in the bent tube and keep this setup undisturbed for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, mark the final level of water in the bent tube and record the observation. Also, draw an inference based on the observation. Observation. After keeping the experimental setup undisturbed for about 15 minutes, we observe that water level in the bent tube rises. During the experiment, the carbon dioxide released by the germinating seeds was absorbed by the potassium hydroxide pellets that created a partial vacuum in the conical flask, and thus the water level in the bent tube increased. From this observation, we can infer that carbon dioxide is given out during the process of respiration. Come, let us now discuss some precautions to be taken while performing this experiment. After the mouth of the conical flask is fixed with the rubber cork, make sure that the connection is airtight. Fix the shorter end of the bent glass tube in such a way that it does not touch the seeds. Potassium hydroxide is a corrosive chemical, therefore it should be used with caution.